Hey everybody, welcome back. Vince McSham with you here, and we're going to do some Fire Pro Wrestling World. And we are going to be taking it to the extreme. So I went up a little bit earlier on and downloaded a bunch of creations by a dude, if you don't know his name, K Radiation, has been a creator of Fire Pro edits for a very, very long time. I remember getting his stuff back on the old PS3. And he's got a whole bunch of really good stuff up there. So as soon as you find one of his creations, just go to his little segment there. And you'll see a bunch of other stuff, and it's all good. So just about my entire ECW roster is created by him. So just put that out there right now. And let me just check one or two little things here. Make sure we're ready to get up and running here. I think that's good. All right, so we're going to be doing some hardcore. There we go. Corey, what's up, buddy? I have some NWA. Not much AWA, to be honest with you, yet. I may do that like next week. We can take a look at the roster real quick before we get into this. Let's, easiest way. Well, I guess we'll just go to, we'll scroll through. All right, so let's go to our ECW. And I actually have to move some of these guys over to here. Oops. So if we go to the indie, which is going to be mostly NXT, to be honest with you, when I'm done with it. But right now, it does have a few other guys in there that I need to move. I need to move Andy Kaufman, Brother Love. I thought I had a separate category for the celebs. So I might have to move them around as well. Got some cleaning up to do. David Arquette, Cody Rhodes. But in here, eventually, we're going to see a couple of names that need to get over to the ECW, like Just Incredible. What else we got? Pee Wee Herman. Calling Pee Wee Herman. There's Raven. We got to move him. Van Dam, I got to move him. Sabu, gotta move him. Hey, Adrian. Terry Funk's gonna get moved. So yeah, there's a few of them I need to move over there. But aside from those, I'm gonna probably do that actually before I start, just because it's now gonna drive me crazy. So here's our current ECW roster. We got Axel Balls, Blue Meanie, Bubba Ray, Cactus Jack, Chris Candido. I've got to get rid of the other one. There's two of them. This is the one I'm keeping. This one's going to be going away. And again, this is by K Radiation right here, as are most of these. That's his as well. And there's 4 different attires. So actually, let's take a quick look at some of these. So you get an idea of just how good this guy's work is. He's really, really good. So he's got the little leopard print thing going on around the collar, if you remember back in the day. There's a very early on Cactus Jack ECW. And with the ponytail look going on in the background. So he does a really good job of covering everything. Same thing. Let's take a look at Candido. I don't know if I've looked at his costumes yet, so let's take a quick gander. If they have him in a body Donna gear, I'm going to freak out. Well, so far it looks pretty much all the same. No, that one's different. It's got him in the Terry Funk trunks. Other than that, though, the other 3 look the same. Maybe I'll go in and do body Donnas on it. C.W. Anderson. Have I heard of the WWE 2K19 DLC? No, they haven't said anything about DLC other than Bobby Lashley, which we all knew about. Have they talked about DLC yet? Releasing one name is not DLC. And it's a name we already knew that they were going to DLC because he was the guy that debuted near WrestleMania, and we knew they did scans of him. So I'm really, really concerned about this year's game. I can't even tell you how concerned I am. They have done absolutely no discussion publicly about the game itself. You know, at this point, forget the roster. It is what it is. We got tongue lists. He'll make better shit than they do. I'm not worried about the roster. I want to know how many created slots you're going to get. I want to know what have you changed about the game to make it better. They're not talking about the game itself at all. It's been strictly roster, and that has been disappointing. Yeah, they announced Bobby Lashley. Was there anything else that I missed? From what I've been reading, that's the only thing I heard. So there are the different looks of C.W. Anderson. Got the Dudleys. Let's take a look at these guys again. He did a great job with the Dudleys. Pretty much every stage of there. And here come the glasses. Got some Jerry Lynn, John Cronus. Oh, we got two Lance Storms. I didn't get rid of the other one yet. I got to get rid of this one here. They're both decent, but this one's clearly better, and that, of course, is K Radiations. So let's see. What do I got to get rid of? A Candido and a Lance Storm. After that, I think I've got all my duplicates taken care of. Will I get the Jeff Jarrett DLC? I'm not going to have a choice. I'm getting the Woo package, man. It's all included, so. What's up, OJ? OJ, one time, man. Just tell me. Did you do it? Oh, wait. Different OJ. Never mind. You're okay. I hope it's not bad. Well, that's usually a sign. Ask yourself this question. As we buy this game, for those of us buying the game, knowing how disappointing it has been over the last 3 years, would you go to a restaurant with so little expectation? It's like, we're going to this Chinese joint. God, I hope I don't get food poisoning. The pecan dog, has that been on the floor all day or just like the last 10 minutes when you put it out of the fridge? Oh, it wasn't in the fridge. Okay, well, no, nothing can go wrong. I'm going to try it anyway. Even though the last 3 times I had food poisoning, I'm going to try it again. EC3 War Raiders, who I don't really get. It's like they're big fat guys. They're not that good. Leo Rush, Dakota Kai. I like Dakota Kai. Lacey Evans, Mike, and Maria Kanellis. I've seen them on WWE TV once. He was out with an injury, I believe, or something like that, but I just have not seen them. Candice LeRae and Ricochet. Ricochet is a good in. I wasn't expecting to see him, to be honest. Oh, look at you, Sean, with that built-in buffer, man. I love it. Well, I'm not getting the game, but my wife is going to get it for my son. I might play it. I got you. I'm buying it for my dogs. I'm not going to play it. It's all good, man. They're going to get the money. That's all that matters. That's all they care about. So, all right, the DLC portion. And again, is that the entire DLC or is that the one segment? In other words, like they usually have 2 or 3 different drops throughout the year. So is that going to be like the first DLC drop and, they haven't mentioned Jeff Jarrett? Or did they mention Jeff Jarrett? Because there's going to be a Hall of Fame one. They always do that. So the question is, what legends are we going to get? Besides Jeff Jarrett, seems to be a pretty much definite thing. Yeah, I know Smack Talk said he wouldn't have video until Thursday. Well, I guess today is now technically Wednesday, right? Okay, so tomorrow technically is right then. Yeah, Smack Talk was saying he was going to have his video down on Thursday. But why do I have to get my information about the video game from him? Why wouldn't we get it directly from the manufacturer of the video game? Hey, here's what we're doing, guys. This is what you're going to look forward to this year. Because you don't have anything to sell, that's why. It's going to be the same fucking shit as every year, which is pretty sad. Oh, yeah, the Pecan Duck from 2K18 is going to be much better than the Pecan Duck you get in 2K19. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, I'm sure the finger poke will be in there. It'll be a glitch, but it'll be in there. That will be, the finger poke will be the glitch. It'll be like two wrestlers come off the ropes and go bump to bump with one another, and the one guy just goes down and he's out. He's criticaled. All right, while we're having this fascinating conversation, let me, what did I have? Candido and Lance Storm. I got to get rid of the duplications because it drives me crazy. Because you were having a flashback to a better time. Of course, 2K10 didn't exist, but SmackDown vs. Raw was probably much better than today's. Candido. I already forgot. Chris Candido. Who's the other duplicate I gotta get rid of? What? Ah, get over there. Chris Candido. Yeah, but I don't think that there isn't going to be legends. I think that when the Hall of Fame pack comes out. But this is the thing. We're all speculating right now because they're not telling us shit. Indus? What the hell's Indus? Was that supposed to be Indies? What? Even then, I don't get it. No, I've not, MM. Never even heard of it, to be honest with you. Indie Edits. What about Indie Edits? What the fuck is this thing doing, man? It keeps on jumping over. I am tempted, man. There was another Bam Bam Bigelow I saw. Craig, you'll be happy you made the move, number one, because, yeah, the creators here are just phenomenal. But the games here are better, too. I mean, let's just call it like it is. The exclusives that Sony has or have are absolutely just blow anything that Xbox has ever done. What exclusives does Xbox have that are any good? Name one. Doing good, John. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? Well, you know what? You go back down to like 2013, I think was the last year that THQ produced before they went out of business. And despite how much I hated them, and I did hate them, it's one of those deals where, and you know, not to get political or anything, but it's the last time I said it, and I swore I'd never say it again, and then I learned my lessons. Back when George W. Bush was finishing his 8th year, and I could not wait to get rid of him. I hated his guts. And I am generally a conservative values person. I just hated him. I thought he was a piece of shit. I blame most of what went wrong in this country on him, 9/11 on down. And I said, well, the good news is for whoever the next president is, they have no pressure because the worst president of all time has just left office. Little could I have ever guessed that that title would be taken from him in 8 short years. So it's kind of the same thing when I used to look at THQ and say, well, good, they're finally out of business. Now we'll get a better game. It has to get better. It can't get worse. We've had the worst. Yeah, not so much. Gears of War. I can't say anything firsthand. I've never played. I don't. Here's the thing. Look at Last of Us, which is my go-to title. That game's like 5-6 years old now. PS3, rebooted for the PS4, and that thing still sells. It still sells in the store, still sells online, still has a really strong fan base. I don't see that for Gears of War. I'm sure, I'd have to pull up numbers, but I just don't think they have that level. And that's fair, School Jacks. Like I said, not everyone's going to feel the same way about it, and I know that, and that's cool. But for those that are deciding to move to PS4, you will be happy. See, there's Ricochet. He's in the game already. You don't have to wait. No, I'll tell you what. As time goes by, and you can talk about conspiracy theories all you want, there are facts that you cannot ignore. And the more facts that come out on what our military happened to be doing on 9/11 and the fact that it had never happened before historically, that they were all doing these war games out overseas, over the ocean, and told, well, you may see some strange things on your radar, but that's part of the exercise. What the fuck? Which is why it took them so long to respond. Things, when it doesn't pass the smell test, that's usually because something's wrong. And my biggest thing with him, let's presume that's all just the weirdest bunch of coincidences you've ever heard of in your life. Okay, fine. When he's talking about, going into war in Iraq and we're going to smoke them out, and it's like, just bring it. Just bring it. You're sending other people's kids in there, you dumb motherfucker. Why don't you put your ass out there? I don't see nobody named Bush on the front line. He's talking all this smack-talking shit from the safety of an aircraft carrier, that fucking shithead. Hell, he was MIA and he was only in the National Guard, acting like he's some tough guy. Fucking piece of shit. Hated his guts. Still do. Oh, believe me, from inside, there's something wrong, too. Believe me, I've studied this so much. I have spent hours on this because, guys, anyone who thinks your government doesn't lie to you, I got a wake-up call for you. They lie to you every fucking day. And we're not just talking about lying because they don't tell you the truth or they omit fact. They actually lie. If nothing about the Trump administration is positive, it's the fact that all this shit is coming out and people are finally seeing just how deep it runs. So if all he does is blow the fucking cover off the FBI, the CIA, and all the bullshit that's been going on for years to cover people like Hillary's ass, then it's a good thing. All right, let's get into wrestling now. You're going to wind me up about stuff like this. Yeah, I think the CIA had something to do with the DLC content as well. There should be Legends. Or the FBI. One of them's behind this. I guarantee it. It'll come out. For the love of God, I'm still trying to delete 2 figures, and I'm trying to remember who they are. Talk about short attention span. Here we go. Carino, Harper, Eric, Mr. Perfect, Terry Funk. Oh, yeah, I have no problem questioning my government because they work for me. They're supposed to work for me. They're taking my money. And we've gotten so far away from what the government's supposed to be based on the Declaration of Independence to what it is today, and people need to wake the fuck up. I worry about these millennials, boy. They are just so quick to roll over and say, okay. There'll be NWA stuff in the not-too-distant future. I'm sure during this week sometime. No, actually, I forgot all about that. OJ, Fire Pro promoter, I have not heard. Nah, man, don't worry about it. Yeah, like I said, I cannot imagine them not doing any Legends. That would really be not a good thing for them. Yeah, that's kind of the way it's evolved to at this point is, well, we tell you you do. It's like, no, not exactly. That's why some of the videos, a lot of the videos that I watch on YouTube now are these guys and girls who do these what they call constitutional audits. So for those that are not deeply aware of your constitutional rights, when it comes to, let's say, filming or photography, anything you can see from a public area, you can film and you can photograph, period. Even if it's top secret building and all that, if I can see it from the sidewalk, which is public easement, then I can shoot it. That's all there is to it. You don't have to like it, but I can do it. So they'll go and they'll start videoing police headquarters and things like that, or a postal employee complex. And every time people come out there, it's like, you can't film this. You're not allowed to. This is a secure area, blah, blah, blah. And the cops will come out and they educate the cops. And it's like, I'm allowed to. There's not a shit thing you can do about it. Once in a while, you get good cops that know the rules, and you got the ones that try to bully people out. And but those are the videos I spent a lot of time watching, man. Just good to know that there are some people out there that are still making sure we don't let the government get too far ahead of itself. So the older Fire Pro games, they had a couple of them that actually had 3D, and I really thought they would have done that with this by now, and a little disappointed they didn't. I don't know why they didn't, but I thought those were games I always wanted to play and never got to. Okay, does anybody, honestly, or is it just me, is anybody the least bit upset that we're not going to have Mark Henry in the game? Because I've never used him. I have no use for him. He had no personality, no mic skills. I'm sure he's a great guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying nothing against him personally. I'm saying as a wrestler. No personality, no mic skills. I thought the whole thing, his best routine was giving birth to a hand or being part of that angle. Even the sexual chocolate thing, that was as over as it got for me. But that was a short, stint. That was a drop in the bucket of his career. And I was never a Mark Henry fan. I would never watch a match of his. I would, that's time to go get a beer break. If he was headlining, then I guess I'm not going unless the undercard is really good. School Jacks, do you not know about him being the father of Mae Young's baby hand. If you don't, you need to go to YouTube and get an education. Yeah, I remember the Hall of Pain. I just was like, okay, he's going to stand there and club him a few times and clothesline him a few times. It's not like he can throw a drop kick. It's not like he can do anything that requires him to get off the mat. And he's going to power slam a guy, and that's that. Yes, I did, man. If you guys have not checked out the Mick Foley 20 Years of Hell, first off, I've gone to see Mick do his stand-up act live. And it's very similar. I mean, it was different material, but his cadence, his he can tell a story, man. That guy knows how to tell a story. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, it won't matter because the stories are fucking funny. But yeah, they did a special commemorating the 20-year anniversary of Hell in a Cell with him and The Undertaker. I was half expecting Mark Callis to walk out behind the curtain or something like that at the last part, but that didn't happen. Promoter mode is not out for it yet that I'm aware of. I'll double check though. Yeah, Rico, I'm telling you, man, that it is so funny to hear him tell the story. Man, I cannot believe I'm still not finding these guys I want to delete. All right, hold on a minute, man. Now y'all drive me crazy. Go to the store. All right, we're going to see something here a minute. Hold that phone. We're going to go to the store. We're going shopping, children. What is this? Add legendary Japanese wrestlers, which I thought I already had them. Yeah. Okay, those I got. All right, let's do it this way. After his stand-up, he was doing some signing in the lobby, but all of a sudden it was like $50, and we're like, "Oh shit, man! We just paid tickets to see it and all that. I'm not paying $50 for an autograph, sorry." But that line dwindled very quickly once that announcement was made. They didn't tell us that until the very last second. Right, I got Digital Deluxe as well, and I didn't think it's out. But we will check. I do like the new setup, though, man. You used to have to go scrolling down to get to the next letter, and now it's just a regular keyboard. It only took them how many years to make that change? Season pass. And legendary Japanese. This has got to be part of the regular season pass, yeah? Yasuhiro Takayama to your roster with this character pack DLC. Oh, what the hell was this? That looks interesting. How much are they charging for that bad boy? $29.99. Yeah. Go back over here. All right, So that's what I bought. Go to the game page. So the only thing I don't know is, do I have Yoshihiro Takayama? I'm guessing I should, right? By theory, if I've got the season pass and all that. All right, here we go. Fire promoter, fighting road, additional scenario. I haven't really done much with that scenario shit, to be honest with you. Oh, and it's installed. Wait a minute. Is this installed as well? No, this may actually be something I have to buy separately. Really? I guess so. It doesn't say that it's part of the package, right? $3, fuckers. Hold on while I bust out my credit card. $3. $3. Okay, so we got that. Close application. By the way, just to add some sex appeal to our programming, here you go. Kelly LeBrock back when she was hot. Who amongst us didn't wank off to her a couple of times? Let's be honest. You have never seen Weird Science? Listen to me, Aaron. Immediately, you must get a hold of either a cop. I don't think it's on Netflix. Find out who has it, whether it's Hulu or whatever it is. You will then become a subscriber just to watch that movie. And you have to do that like right now. Stop watching the stream. Hey, Aaron, stop watching the stream right now. Go. Weird Science. You have to watch it right now. I'm not kidding. Hey, Aaron, I think you're still watching the stream. Thank you, John. Yes, Craig, it was. Oh, shit. All-time favorite. Shouldn't be that hard, right? Well, I mean, my favorite wrestlers always been Tito Santana and Barry Windham, and they always put on great matches. Ric Flair, of course, is an obvious choice. Shawn Michaels, another guy who could put on a great match with anybody. Austin was fun to watch. Yeah, I don't think it's on Netflix. Let's get out of this. I don't think it's on Netflix, so it may be Hulu. All right, Aaron, then here's what you're going to do. You're going to go in your car. You're going to go to the nearest Walmart. You will find it for like $5. You'll bring it back. You're going to polish that sumbitch up, turn it sideways, and stick it straight in your DVR. All right, back to edit mode. See, now y'all made me forget. What was this dude's name that we just downloaded? Oh my God. It was like Takayama, but I forget his first name. We got to see if he's any good. Oh, I don't need the hardcore belt back at all. No, I'm good without it. That was a stupid thing. 24/7 bullshit. People getting jumped in the parking lot, and then the guy who beat him in the parking lot gets jumped on his way to the ring by another person who then gets beat by a girl. No, thank you. Yoshihiro Takayama. All right, let's see if we can find Yoshi. Now, the million-dollar question is, where would they be hiding Yoshi? Oh, there he is, free agent. And let's see what his other costumes look like. I don't know who this guy is. Apparently, he's a legend. He's kind of our Brock Lesnar, their version of Brock Lesnar. He's a pro wrestler / UFC star or something like that. So we're going to go with blonde version of Yoshi. And who are we going to feed to Yoshi today? Alan Hawkins. Yeah, I think he's going to kill Alan Hawkins. That should work. Yeah, we'll stick with the... That'll work. All right, let's see what $3 looks like. Oh, I heard the story. That is a tough story. And for that, I don't mind them collecting $3. Of course, somebody could have just easily made him, but it's for a good cause. This weekend, no Aaron now, right this minute. You've already gone way too long. You're 20 years late as it is. We have to put a stop to this. Fight! Snapmare takes him over. I already forgot the mask guy's name. It was some generic name. We'll call him Captain Americano. Me and OJ giving to this guy's recovery fees. Can you imagine? I mean, look, the idea of anybody going through any kind of an accident that leaves you paralyzed, that when you've lived a whole life being able to, you know, get around on your own and use all four appendages. But when you were an athlete, you know, a professional wrestler, a UFC fighter, you know, somebody who was able to compete physically at that level, and then to have it taken away from you like that, I mean, that's got to be a whole different level. To the ropes, back out front, drops the Hogan leg. What you gonna do, brother? Well, how are you doing? Yeah, like I said, $3 don't bother me none, especially for something like that. I had forgotten about it. I read that story and totally forgot about it, that they were going to do that. Back body drop. Down he goes. Ooh, nice stretch. He's got that elbow in there for effect. It looks like that thing you do to your little brother or your little sister when you're a kid, just to, like, you know, really rub it in. There we go.
Man, all's good, Animal. What's happening with you, brother?
Trading blows back and forth. And they collapse. OJ, I have no idea, man. I just want to see what it is, and from the way it sounds, it's going to be pretty cool, and I'm sure I'll do something with it. I just don't know until I see what I can do. I got to see what it lets me do, and then I got to let the ideas take over. Yeah, Animal, we've been talking about that a little bit. What you thinking?
You're not going to pin my $3 DLC like that, man.
.9 count on the bridge. I have no idea, man. I have no idea what they're going to do with it. I think it's about over. Hits the ropes. Knee. Uh-oh. The slow cut. Damn. Oh, he's got the bridge. He's got the ankles. And he kicks out. Can you imagine, after spending all that money to get his contract, that $299, to have him come out in his opening match and lose to an unknown masked American? Uh-oh. Dropkick drove him halfway to New Jersey. Yeah, I'm going to be really surprised if Ciampa's not in the game at all. Very, very surprised. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. The crowd really getting into it now. Northern Light suplex. He's outside the ropes. Got to know your surroundings. Uh-oh. Tombstone. The lariat. And he still nines it. Big back body drop, and now what? Running knee to the midsection. The kitchen sink, if you will. Butterfly suplex. Damn. All stop with a left jab. Splash off the top rope. Connects. Oh, there's the roll up. But only 2. Add more moves. Holy shit, how many moves do you want, man? They got the most diverse moveset of any game out there. He seems to think it's over. Going to the top rope. No selling it like a champ. Butterfly suplex takes him over. Are we going to finish this thing or not? Nope. Chop block on the leg. Again to the top rope. He's got him perched. That backfires. Oh, coup de grace. Yeah, you'll have the Dudleys back because they're already scanned. They're an easy one. So the Dudleys, Jeff Jarrett's going to be in. Probably Hillbilly Jim. I mean, you're going to get more than one. Boot right to the face. Boy, these two guys are no selling for each other. It's like watching a Bruiser Brody match. Drives the knee to the head. Look at this. With a foot on his chest, and he almost got it. The butterfly suplex doesn't work this time. Big elbow. Another big elbow. Shades of the Macho Man, Randy Savage, and the Ultimate Warrior. A series of knees to the midsection. Will that be enough? No. Every year is a Hall of Fame DLC. Barrage of knees finding its mark. Uh-oh, what's he got in mind here? Again with the leg drop.
What you gonna do, brother? One of the greatest finishing move in all of wrestling history comes down on you.
Brandon, what's up, Pat? Yeah, I think it's worth it. Well, all right, so is it worth the money? Look, I got a channel based on wrestling games, so I have to spend $60 to get this game. Or $80 to get the season pass, which I did. If I didn't have this channel and relying on wrestling and video games, I would not recommend it for that price. I think the dollar value of this game is about $25 to $30, and that's with the season pass. I think, once you get beyond 30 to 35, then, it's like I played it for 3 weeks a lot because it was a new release and I was kind of wanting a little break from 2K. But once 2K19 hits in another 2 weeks, I won't have much time for this. And I won't miss it all that much. Once in a while I'll pop it in there like I am tonight, but so to me, every game's value is based on replay. How much am I going to want to go back to it? This doesn't, for me, have a high replay value. Now, other people I know that love this game, Jones for this game, can't get enough. Over the top rope, out onto the floor. Talk about throwing caution to the wind, ladies and gentlemen. Tombstone. Big drop kick from a standstill position. The athleticism on display here. Overhead belly to belly. What's he going to finish up with here? Now, I always thought Hogan's leg drop was an absolute goofy move for a finisher. And he's got the ankles. And he almost had the win. Suddenly the hierarchy here on the Nation Network being questioned after spending so much money to acquire the services. Well, the only problem with, oh, look at that nice quick roll up. And he still can't get him. Goes for that 1 foot cover. He got him! Is that the actual finisher he uses, or does that just happen to be the way it went in the game, I wonder? Well, that's because the referees, you don't have an option of referees in 2K. Yoshihiro Takayama showing where all that money went. 28 minutes and 29 seconds with a dangerous knee kick. Alan Hawkins, one hell of an effort. And that match gets an evaluation of 100%. So the only problem with the PS3 version, dude, is there's no downloadable content. So, like, you can't download other people's creations. You're going to have to make everything yourself, and that takes time. Trust me, because back in the day, that's what I was doing. There were community boards at that time where people would use, not Fire Pro, what's the other one? There's a site where you can save your files and then share them with other people. I forget what the hell it's called. Fire something. Let's see if I can pull it up here. I used to have it saved. Mediafire. That's what it was. Mediafire. So, yeah, we would basically save our created list there to Mediafire and would post pictures of what's in it. And then when you had somebody who had a good list of characters, plus you could see the work that they had done, then you download their stuff, and that's what I kind of did. I ended up downloading somebody who had a lot of stuff there, and then I added the ones that were not there. But unlike this one, where I can just go and grab 2 or 3 anytime I want and just add them to my current roster. So that's the downside to the PS3. Just know that you'll end up having to do a lot of your own work. But the game is otherwise virtually identical. Yeah, again, it's not a bad way to get in, and to get in relatively cheap. So there it is. Yoshihiro Takayama. Victorious. Yeah, Willie, during those years, the WWF was really just biting the bullet, man. There was a moment during the Mick Foley stand-up act that they've got now to celebrate the 20-year anniversary of the Hell in a Cell on the network, where he started talking about how he wasn't getting signed by the WWE. It was funny as shit. It's like, I'm calling over there and I'm asking them if they might have any interest in a Mick Foley. And I was told that we're not hiring new talent at this point in time. And I guess they thought I don't watch their show because I see a Bastion Booger being introduced and a Duke the Dumpster Droese. He's going, and I'm laughing because he's naming every reason I stopped watching the show. Every one of those names was reasons why I stopped watching the show, because those characters were fucking horrible. And then when I finally got signed, I knew that they didn't have a lot of expectations for me, because for the guys that they had plans for, you would always meet in Vince McMahon's living room, and I did not have that meeting. Bastion Booger was such a fucking waste of space. He comes out to phlegm hawking sounds. It's like, come on, man. I knew I was in bad shape with the boss when he says, what can we do for Mike? Well, first you can start calling Mike Mick. He called him the wrong name. I thought he liked my promos. Mick, I don't know if he's even heard one of your promos. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody got a slick up there. All right. Let me move my guys around here like I need them. Oh, I did put a celebrity section up there. That's what it was. Okay. All right, Cody. CM Punk. Hey, somebody made a Shark Boy. How about that? Oh, yeah, that was me. Put them in his heels. Yeah, I still have that old pro wrestling game. I busted it out here on the channel a few months back. '40s, wow, that's going back way back. All right, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, I'm guessing. All right, Justin's got to go. Nick Aldis, that's one of the ones I made. Nick Jackson. Raven's got to go. Camino's got to go. Okay, so now everybody's where they belong. So Benoit. Is that the other one I got to get rid of? Or Candido. Sorry, Candido. And Lance Storm. Okay. Candido and Lance Storm I need to get rid of. I vaguely recall Power Move. Candido and Lance Storm. Here's Lance. Yeah, I keep wanting to count mine up, but that hasn't happened yet. All right, now at this point in time, I should have no duplicates at this point. Hey, what was the other referee's name? The heavyset guy, Flanagan or something like that in ECW? Finnegan? Maybe it was Finnegan. I got Bill Alfonso, but I could not remember the other dude's name. But I think it's Finnegan. See if we can find him real quick. Yeah, Mike, I don't know that one at all. The hell was that? Son of a bitch. Cody looks pretty good there, to be honest with you. All right, let's go referee. If I spell it right. I think it was two N's. Finnegan. Nothing there. Royal Rumble, what was that, Super NES or something like that? Yes, Willie, that's what I'm doing right now. This is all stuff that other people have posted that I can download and use. All right, what's up with this? Good looking girl. Not a big fan of girls with a lot of ink. But that one actually pulls it off a little bit. Same girl there. Damn, people starting to put a lot of pictures up here. I have a funny feeling they're going to crack down on that real soon. Don't abuse. Oh, yeah, I forgot, man. There was a time, yeah, my PS3, I've got the KISS band members. Well, we're going to download them again then. And Kiss Destroyer, by far, my favorite album. Detroit Rock City. American Dream, Dusty Rose, baby. Okay, man, look at that. You can kick a field goal through them teeth. You can see where the crack stains are around there. Eesh. Not too good looking, man. I wonder if that's all the same. I mean, like, these are all the same girl, but that going back to that first page. Never played No Mercy. A lot of people swear by it. I still think Here Comes the Pain is probably one of the last great games. Why in the hell would we have pictures of Carrot Top on there? This is a freaky looking dude too, man. He went super workout mode, but only like in certain areas where they're developed oddly. It's like, it doesn't even look like a normal human body. Can't remember if it was his arms that he overdid, or I think it was just the shoulders maybe. It was something weird that made him look less than human. D-Lo up there. Dana Brooke anime, because I guess we needed that. Is Paige hooking up with Seth now? Is that a new thing, or is that just a picture of the two of them? I'd actually like that. I think he'd treat her better than that shithead. I got a good Jake Roberts earlier today. I try not to download any of the ones with all the Japanese writing in it, because then you got to go back and change it all out, and at that point it's just so much extra work. You might as well have just got one that was already done. All right. No referee Finnegan. Who hasn't hooked up with Paige? Let's see. Well, you and I haven't. We know that. Let's see. Anybody else you can think of? My uncle probably hasn't. A couple of guys I work with haven't. Yeah, Here Comes the Pain. I just liked that game a lot. It was fun to play. Had a good roster. Had an arcadey kind of style to it in the gameplay. It was kind of like those decent games that you went to the arcade and actually dropped quarters in. Well, I know I haven't, and I'm fairly confident you haven't, so that's two calls I can eliminate right there. Look, man, you're traveling 300 days a year on the road, and you're around the same people day in and day out. You're going to hook up. That's just the way it is, man. When people are in the military and they get shipped off to Afghanistan or wherever else, and that's where you're at for the next year and a half, 2 years, people hook up. That's just the way it works. You know, it's funny. I don't hear too many people standing back saying, Jam, how many people has Edge hooked up with? He hooked up with a lot of bitches, man. You only know about the one. What I love about referees is there's no move set, man. Just bang it out real quick. All right, there's John Finnegan. He goes down for the long count. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Fight! Fight! Fight!
Sheik and Volkov are not going to be in 2K. Oh, I can tell you that for a fact. None of the guys developing 2K have ever seen or heard about them. Trying to remember if he had the all black shirt. I think he had striped shirt too, though. I think we're going to go with the black shirt, though. It gets a lot easier, OJ, the longer you start putting these things together. Referees are pretty simple. No, I have the Super Machine. I didn't see the other ones yet. I'll have to go look for them later. chest is done. Waist. Upper arms. Oh, they won't let you do multiple tires. What a shame. Yeah, I think he works better small. Yeah, I've seen some different online guides, and also there's some decent videos on YouTube that'll walk you through it. But the thing about this game versus the PS3 game, which is super cool, is just by hitting your D-pad, it'll give you some instructions below, which we didn't used to have with the PS3 version. And it tells you exactly what everything is. Now, obviously, these titles seem pretty self-evident, but when you're putting the skill sets in, there are terminologies that we are not used to, like, what is it, Ikemi or some statement like that they use. And this tells you exactly what that really means and what it does to the effect of the edit you're putting together. All right. Now, Finnegan's looking a little bit dark there, so I got to go back and edit his appearance. Looks like he's got a much darker head. So I think we'll go with that instead. And I'll take a quick look at possible. Looks a little bit like Nick Bockwinkel right there, don't he? I think I'm going to stick with the one I came up with there. Well, Willie, you know what? I don't think they're going to do anything stupendous with the Legends portion of the roster. Take care, School Jacks. But that said, like I said, we've got guys like Tongue List out there that make better shit than half the stuff that they scan and upload. So I'm not worried about the roster as much. It'd be nice to have them in there because then I wouldn't have to take up a call slot. But that's why my biggest concern is, what are you doing with the created wrestling slots? What, you know, have you upped the number? Thursday, Smack Talk's supposed to have some video that will feature the creations options. So that's what I'm kind of looking forward to. I don't know if he'll have the answer to how many slots we're getting this year or not. All right, rest of this way, we're just going to do some matches. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if they were telling me 200 slots, then I'd be a lot more forgiving on a lot of other issues. All right, here's our opening matchup. Making his way to the ring, he is the new up and show. This is Jerry Laird. Well, that's one thing that's cool about our community. We've got guys who specialize. So Tongue List will put together any old school wrestler you can imagine and make him look like he was made for the game. Belt King does some of the greatest belts. We got other guys out there who do arenas really, really well. His opponent, the Enforcer, C.W. Anderson. All right, Finnegan, I think, has to have a blue shirt. Yeah, Tongueless does the best. There is nobody out there that does better than him, man. C.W. Anderson and John Finnegan looking awfully close to one another. The Enforcer with a pile driver, and now Jerry Lynn in trouble. Big DDT, and down he goes. Charges into the turnbuckle, nobody home. Jerry Lynn tries to pick up a quick win. Reverses the suplex, and now Jerry Lynn down, but C.W. Anderson unable to complete. Goes for the cover, gets one. DDT again, and now Jerry Lynn may be knocked out. Anderson gets the 2 count. Nice clothesline. The new effing show has been on the effing receiving end. Lynn now off the top rope, dropping at elbow, finds its mark, and he's got a half Boston Crab on him. Anderson being asked by the referee if he's had enough. Again with a 2 count. Nice suplex right there by the Enforcer. Belly to belly suplex, and now Jerry Lynn in trouble. Irish whip to the ropes, back out front. Jerry Lynn gets bulldozed. Anderson from the top rope delivers the big fist. Jerry Lynn escapes. Stiff left hand, and Jerry Lynn is out. Will that be it? No. Again. This time the hard right hand right on the jaw. He got no. It looked like he had him. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Jerry Lynn tries to follow it up. And there's the DDT. Anderson still struggling to hold him down. Jerry Lynn has him up. Cradle pile driver, that should be all. And somehow C.W. Anderson manages to kick out. Let's give Anderson a lot of credit. He has just survived 2 massive drops to the head and now returned the favor with one of his own. Jerry Lynn is up for a pile driver. Another variation of the tombstone by Jerry Lynn. Hooks the legs. Shoulders are down. That's 2. He didn't get them. DDT. Jerry Lynn just walked right into it. Drop kick by C.W. Anderson. Jerry Lynn comes right back with that tornado clothesline. The pedigree. Jerry Lynn with a bulldog. Another pedigree. Jerry Lynn going through every finishing move in the book. Back body drop suplex by C.W. Anderson. Irish whip sends him to the ropes. And he caught him again with a DDT. "18 minutes into this match, and neither man been able to put his opponent down. Belly-to-belly suplex by Anderson. Anderson gets to the top. Jerry Lynn has the answer, and now referee Finnegan. What a move by Jerry Lynn! Back and forth, this one continues to go. Left uppercut, connecting with the jaw. How much more can these two take? Another pile driver, Jerry Lynn, driven into the canvas. And then out of self-preservation, leg trips Anderson as he comes in. That aerial savate kick upside the head. And the suplex sends Jerry Lynn all the way out to the floor. Small package won't do you any good out there. Steel chair comes into play. Jerry Lynn has him up. Oh, he's not gonna. The cradle pile driver on the concrete floor. This one's over. Somehow, C.W. Anderson makes it back into the ring. Anderson now has got both hands on the shoulders, and he gets the win! Somebody call the weatherman because hell just froze over. Well, I'll tell you what. That wasn't supposed to happen. We're going to go landmine on this one. Nope, guess you don't get to choose on that one. Let's see, who can we use? All right, there we go. The Dudleys up against the BWO and Steve Corino. All right. Barbed wire surrounding this. We've got boards wrapped in each corner with barbed wire and bombs outside the ring should a wrestler go out. It's the Blue World Order. Steve Corino going up against the Dudleys. In the crowd, you hear the chants, "Mama Dudley is a hoe." Spike Dudley munching on the head of Steve Corino, and he's been busted wide open, bleeding all over the place, as is Devon. Steve Richards tried to go for the cover. The figure 4 leg lock on Corino. Referee Bill Alfonso trying to stay out of the way. The blood-stained mat. Hollywood Nova now has had a moment with Spike Dudley. It looked like he would take advantage of, but that does not happen. Devon into the barbed wire. Dudley is trying to put Hollywood Nova out. And somebody just took the ride onto the barbed wire. Devon Dudley setting off the explosives. And now Steve Corino being asked to submit. Nova in trouble. Two count. Bubba Ray almost getting Nova. Little Spike Dudley doing well for himself considering the size and weight disadvantage he's at. Clearly the smallest man in this match. Dudley biting again on the head of Corino. Stevie Richards with the Stevie kick. Meantime, it's the Blue Meanie hitting the explosive, detonating it, and 2.9. Boy, Dudley must like something about it because he's been gnawing on the head of Corino since the opening bell. Tastes like chicken, he says. Double team on Spike Dudley, and that might be it. Corino may get the last laugh. Dudley goes down low as the Blue Meanie once again detonates. 3D. Stevie Richards in trouble. This time it is Devon setting off the explosives. How do these guys keep coming back? Stevie Richards almost pulled it off. If not for the save by Bubba Ray. This is extreme. Again, Devon thrown out onto the barbed wire. Big Dick Dudley goes for the cover, gets two. And that's all as Devon, or I beg your pardon, but Spike Dudley setting off the explosives. The Blue Meanie. Here's the double team right now by the BWO. Devon is in trouble. Devon with a pile driver now. Stevie Richards down. Will he be able to kick out? No, it's over. And the Dudleys remain unbeaten in the death match. That's about the fourth time I put the Dudleys into a death match, and they have won each one of those. It looked like the BWO might have been the team that was going to give them a challenge, however, it just didn't happen. All right, we're going to do a couple more hardcore. But in the meantime, we've got the more ominous weapons of destruction surrounding the ring. Every 5 minutes, those boxes filled with charges will detonate, sending shockwave explosions that will surround both of these participants as well as the referee. Neither of these men will be the same when this one is over, and that's presuming they both make it to the end. Sabu goes to the eyes, back elbow by Terry Funk, and now Sabu with a stunner. Solid headbutt by Terry Funk, who's going to the STF. Make that the spinning toe hold. Referee Finnegan got there very quickly, but there was not going to be a submission. Pile driver dropping Terry Funk on his head. Sabu is used to using the ropes. There are no ropes in this match. It's going to take away a lot of his offense, and I would say that Terry Funk would have a severe advantage in this match. Inverted atomic knee drop, and now drop kicks the knee. And now an inverted atomic knee drop return the favor. Does Sabu. Running suplex brainbuster. Another inverted atomic knee drop as Terry Funk tries to shake off the effects. But there is a tombstone pile driver. Thus far, neither of these men have tasted the steel of the barbed wire surrounding the ring. How much longer can that last? Well, I'm not sure what happened to our detonation. Sabu is the first one to taste the barbed wire. Down for the cover. And Terry Funk, the former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, able to kick out the back. Spinning toe hold again, and Sabu survives it somehow. And now Sabu going to work on the leg of Terry Funk. Jumping tombstone pile driver. Terry Funk being put through the ringer in this one. Oh, and now look at this, Sabu. Normally that would be a disqualification, but instead referee Finnegan asking Terry Funk if he's had enough. It's all legal. Terry Funk now a bloody mess, hooking the leg. He gets two. Sabu, once again, he's got that fork. The foreign object being used. And the blood flowing now down the head of Terry Funk. Funk is down, and here comes the cover by the referee. Gets two and almost got three. Terry Funk in the middle of the ring. Rolls him around. Where will this one end? Oh, and he just missed. Hurricane Rana hooks the ankles. And Terry Funk again finds a way to escape. Textbook neckbreaker by Terry Funk. Follows it up with a DDT, and suddenly Sabu in trouble. Oh, and Terry Funk for the first time thrown into this steel barbed wire surrounding the ring, and it's over. Your winner, Sabu. So what happened with the damn box? $15. Man, I had it set at 5. Do I got to reset it every fucking time? I thought it saves your last settings. Matches don't go no 15 minutes, man. Come on. Fucked up a good match. I guess you got to check it every damn time now. All right, I think we got one more left here. Let's see what else we can do here. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's do it again now that we got it set right. Oh, actually, wait a minute. No. Get some Taz action in here. Again, this is K Radiation's work here. I really can't stand the motherfucker, but we'll put him in. All right, this is our main event for the evening with explosions this time.
Fight!
The barbed wire is live. The bombs are live. We are live here on the Nation Network as we take Fire Pro Wrestling to the extreme. Most of these men are very at home in this surrounding. Others, like the Sandman, simply could not give a shit. Tommy Dreamer locking up with Cactus Jack. Terry Funk tasting the steel of the barbed wire, and he's busted open already. Double team on Cactus Jack. The complexion of this match is going to change in a big way in about 2.5 minutes. Well, there's not much about New Jack to actually like, so he's pretty much a scumbag asshole. Gangbanger who somehow found his way into a wrestling ring. Tried to have an acting career and then realized he couldn't act and he couldn't just gangbang his way into that. Remember when he announced that he was going to be retiring from wrestling, I was like, when did he learn how? Well, that's it. New Jack's done. And we still don't get any bombs. Well, shit, I guess we're just not meant to blow up today. That was about as rewarding as the main event from Hell in a Cell. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You know, the WWE really just doesn't get it at all. They think now because they edit things live, like they cut away as soon as the match is over so that you don't hear the fallout. It's social media, buddy. It's like everyone and their mother was recording that. It's all over YouTube. Fans are sick of what you're force feeding them. You're lucky you had a crowd in attendance.
Yeah, but look, we've got a shiny new red cage. That ought to put asses in the seats.
And then for the first time ever, Hell in a Cell has no winner. For me, that was flashbacks to Lex Luger going up against Ric Flair for the world title. I believe it was, now Baltimore was where they stopped it on account of blood. This was the cage match that followed after that, a couple months later, where they guaranteed us there would be a winner. Guaranteed us there would be a winner. There's a cage around the ring. Nobody gets in, nobody gets out until Ole gets a hold of the controls and raises the cage, and then the Horsemen jump in and start beating down Luger, and then they disqualify. You got a disqualification in a cage match. Fuck you. After guaranteeing a winner. That was the last NWA pay-per-view I got. I was done with them at that point. Is that false advertising? I'm not going to support that anymore. The next event that I got that wasn't NWA, but at that time would be WCW finally, was when Sting finally came back in the ring against Hogan for Halloween Havoc. And then it reminded me why I stopped buying their pay-per-views, and I stopped again. Nick Patrick does a legitimate 3 count, and Bret Hart comes in saying, I'm not going to allow that to happen on my what? What? He didn't do it. He was supposed to do a fast count. He didn't. Which makes you wonder what the fuck's up with that. Yeah, all I can tell you, man, is good luck, New Jack, if you want to fuck with Taker, because I think that man would fuck you up bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the American Dream saying thank you so much for coming to join us and play the little games. We've been taking it to this stream, but right now, baby, we ain't got to go home, but we got to get up out of here. As we count down to October 3rd, baby, it's going to be the hottest night in the history of professional wrestling. We're going to get funky like a monkey, baby. We're all going to be glory bound. We invite you to join us if you will. Until that time, this is the American Dream saying so long from ringside. I'll see you soon.